And as the Western Finals head to the Bay tied up, one of the biggest storylines is the play of Steph Curry. He's 2 for 13 from 3. Defensively, he's been targeted as the primary defender for over 21 plays a game, giving up 18 points. Are you concerned, Paul?
I'm a little concerned, but if we go back a couple years when Cleveland beat them in finals, that was the primary reason they won. They found out Steph, isolated him between Kyrie and LeBron, and that's what that's kind of reminding me of. You know, he's a weaker link on defense because he's coming back off of injuries, and they're taking advantage of it. I'm a little concerned because his rhythm's not there offensively, and he's not making shots. So, you know, he's hurting you on both ends of the court. It's going to take a little time, maybe a few more games for him to get some consistency going, but, you know, right now it's just not there.
Yeah, look, I think if there is a kryptonite for him, it's Dellavedova showed it a couple years ago. Just be physical. Compete every single play against him. Run him off of that three-point line, which Houston's done a very good job of. Run him off of that free throw line and just continue to be physical and challenge him. And as Paul said, they're putting him in every single action offensively to try to wear his legs down, wear him down. And they've done a very good job, but it's Steph Curry. He's a great player, and he will figure it out.
So this is the narrative we had all year, y'all. If Steph Curry isn't 100% or isn't playing at a high level, can they be Houston? And people went back and forth whether they could or not. To me, if we see the Steph Curry from Game 2 the rest of the series, Houston going to win.
So Steph's hurt?
He doesn't look as fast.
Why do we keep hearing that?
He's raised the bar so high. Think about it. This is a two-time MVP.
He has 20, almost 30 in a few minutes when he first came back. Now he's hurt.
So high. If you see him go out and give you 15, 16 points, he's like 1 for 10 in a series from 3.
On, man.
That's not normal for a guy.
There's a legit argument there. You're saying hurt. He's saying just had a bad game.
No, not a guy like that.
A team can play you well.
But a guy like that does not play bad like that.
Chance, going into the last 3 playoffs.
Man, y'all tripping, man.
Going into the playoffs or in the playoffs, he's dealt with injuries the last 3 years. Like, that's an absolute fact.
Okay.
Capella got switched on him a couple of times last game. He couldn't even really blow by him. Before he had that dude on skates. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be an excuse if they lose. I'm just saying he's not operating at optimum level.
Not 100%. I mean,
okay, so that first game that he came back, did we sit up here and say,
we saw they playing.
He's hurt.
When you come back from injury, you know how that first game is. Your adrenaline. Then you settle in, then you start playing more. Your legs,
Rockets and Chris Paul, you don't got no adrenaline?
Your legs aren't there. Your legs get tired a little faster. You sit out for 6 to 8 weeks.
You know why them legs are tired?
Because you've been injured.
Because they put them in all that action and he playing defense every single play. That's why them legs is tired. Not because he hurt, man.
What? So you're not seeing anything that would lead one to believe that he's actually still hurt?
No, he's not hurt.
No, listen,
he's just not
first of all, at this point in the season, nobody feels great. It's a long season, a lot of wear and tear. It is what it is. This is Steph Curry. They figured him out a couple games. He's going to get hot and have one of these 40-point games in the next couple games, and nobody's going to say nothing. You can have a bad game, Paul Pierce, every now and then. You don't have to be hurt.
But just back-to-back, that's not normal of him. I mean, like I said, he set a standard. He set a bar. This kid is one of the top 5 players in the game.
Yes,
I mean, he does not come out and play under par 2 straight games. Like we said, LeBron game 1. He came out subpar and then he bounced back. He usually great players like that have bounce back games. Usually
he just don't have his
over par.
I know over par would be the.
He don't have his bounce. He don't have his rhythm. Yeah. That's what I don't see. Like when guys were getting switched out on before, he'd break him down and get his money. But now he just didn't seem as quick.
So how tired would y'all be if y'all had to play deep every single ISO, every single play?
That's what
how tired would y'all be?
That's just a great coaching genius of D'Antoni because he's figuring out ways to get him isolated. He feels like he's the weak link on the perimeter. And since we have 2 great one-on-one players, we're going to put Steph Curry because you don't want to put Clay, we don't want to put Draymond, and we don't want to put Kevin Durant in the ISO. So we're going to take
They're just trying to wear him
or
down.
Iggy because he's the worst defender of the 5. They're going to give him the work and try to put him on the baseline so he's not on transition.
I agree. Just to wear him down.
Yeah.
Just to try to wear him down.
Do you want me to switch topics?
So do you think he 100%?
Listen, we can go all day.
I tried.
Do you think he 100%?
No, but I don't think anybody's 100% right now. He got to be at least 90-something.
Do you think they can win if he's 90?
Win the series?
We're really going to argue 90 versus 100. We're really, okay, no. We're going to switch to the other